Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-December 2018 Tarot and Astrology reading. This is the final reading of 2018. I hope you had a wonderful year. If not, don't worry. We have a brand new year coming up quickly and it's the perfect time to think about what it is that you want from 2019. Now, we end the year, the last full moon of the year is going to be in Cancer. And this is bringing up some questions of your social circle. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What connections are you utilizing and which connections are no longer serving you, are no longer working? It's also a good time to consider your online activity. Are you a little bit addicted to social media? Do you need to detox? This is a very intuitive and emotional full moon. The moon is very comfortable in Cancer. It's very illuminating of that which dwells within us whenever the full moon is in Cancer. It can make us that little bit more sentimental, but it can also give you interesting dreams, different perspectives. The High Priestess is all about embracing the duality of life. What do you think it is that lurks within your subconscious mind? What is your thought pattern on your relationships, in your working life? What is the story that you're telling yourself, or the narrative that you wish to shed, or the ending that you want to rewrite? The High Priestess is also known as the guardian of the subconscious. You may find under this full moon being as emotional as it is, while the sun is in Capricorn, which is of course Virgo in your 5th house of playfulness, romance, creativity. You may find the combination of these two, of the full moon and of the sun, that you're feeling a lot more as if you can connect with the people around you, as if you're a bit better at expressing yourself and your emotions. Now, Mercury is in Sagittarius, and that's not the easiest Mercury placement for Virgo, particularly as that is in our family sector. And that's okay. That means that you've got a voice in terms of family issues and home issues, etc., etc. But the truth of the matter is, with the Capricorn sun and the Cancer moon, it is very much a time to look outward. Get out and about, meet people, utilize your connections, because this is a good time to start new relationships that can develop in 2019. This is a good time to meet new people. The stars are sort of out there for you to make connections. So if that is what you want, if you want more friendships, if you want more of a social life, it's a good idea to get out of the house. 2 of Cups. You may meet somebody very important. You may meet a romance. Ace of Cups. Bam! Yes, new connections are favored. Empress in the positive position. Challenge is the Knight of Pentacles. And the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh la la. This is fab. And the Hanging Man. Let's move this camera so you can get a look at these bad boys. Yeah, this is fabulous. So, furthermore, let's talk about Venus, because Venus is coming up very well for you, Virgo. Venus will be in Scorpio all month. And when Venus is in your 3rd house, as I say, you're better at communicating. You're better at talking to people, meeting other people, having connections, forming connections, being charming, being alluring. I think a lot of Virgos potentially have, the ones that are watching this, potentially have a moon in a water sign, because Venus is very much in tune with that. I think a lot of Scorpio moons or risings could be watching this. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, fate is changing. Change is the only constant in this world, and to embrace the change is the best thing that you can possibly do. Now, Virgo, you are, of course, an earth sign. There's a stability, there's a groundedness to you, but in that lies the ability to sometimes feel stuck. And the problem is, Virgo, you're also a mutable sign. So you need to go with the flow on many occasions. And sometimes the combination of earth and free moving energy can feel like a bit of a landslide. This song Landslide by Fleetwood Mac actually just came into my head there. I think Stevie Nicks is a Gemini though, so you could be dealing with a Gemini person. Maybe that's why that's there. I think with the Knight of Pentacles in the challenge position, your challenge is you. As always, Virgo. The challenge lies within. Don't get in your own way. You're coming across as very impressive, very attractive, very together, very pulled together. You look the part. You sound the part. You mustn't doubt it. You may have been in a sort of limbo for a while regarding your work situation or regarding your romantic situation, and something is starting to move. The limbo period is over. Retrograde season is over. And of course, we're still in the shadow period for a bit. I think Mercury's shadow lifts on, I believe, Christmas Eve. Mercury being your ruler, of course. So the shadow period isn't over until Christmas Eve. And it may be between Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve that you really flourish on the party scene. So if you are socializing more, even in the workplace, if you're working, it seems as if you're coming across very well, as if you're the person with all the answers, which is kind of typical, but it's as if you are being seen as that bit more important, at least appreciated. You know, the Empress is very much about the nurturing aspect. So what you have nurtured is going to take forward motion. Seeds are starting to sprout. Flowers are starting to bloom. The Empress also asks you to engage in activities which make you feel special. So fine dining, going to a spa, treating yourself, taking care of yourself, buying yourself presents, not just everybody else. It's about treating those around you and yourself with love and compassion. It can also represent Taurus and Libra people, as they are Venusian. And you may also yourself have a Venus in Libra, for example. So this could be representing that. But either way, with the Two of Cups, I feel there is a love connection. I don't know if it's established necessarily for a lot of you, because I feel like there could still be a couple of people on the dating scene for you, or for the other person. But fate is changing kindly, okay? The Wheel of Fortune always indicates a period of good luck. So I'm thinking the last half of December is going to be very significant for you. Two of Cups is there with the Page of Cups. This is definitely a romance. Definitely a romance. Four of Pentacles. Judgment. Eight of Swords. And Temperance. Perfect. And the Seven of Wands. The good healthy dose of major arcana. So let's discuss the problem first, because you being a Virgo, you're a problem solver, you're an analyzer, you like the fine details, and you're not going to enjoy the rest of it until I go through this with a fine-tooth comb, okay? So you're getting in your own way by your own trapped thinking. As we discussed before, the subconscious with the High Priestess is the most important. Now, as seekers of perfection, Virgo, you can sometimes ignore the dark to proceed with the light. Now, that's fine, that's positive thinking in some ways, but we know that you don't necessarily always operate that way. It is a lot to do with damage control in order to create this sense of perfection, which is sometimes unattainable. And in your own mind, when you log into detail mode and you become very detail oriented, you focus on every little nook and cranny, you can really start to make yourself anxious and hyper aware, okay? What your attention goes to will increase. So it's almost like you're focusing on the flaws, or you're focusing on that which could go wrong, and it is possibly going to prevent you from making the moves that you must go along with, because a lot is changing. The Eight of Swords can sometimes mean we are a prisoner of our own making, and it's a mentality issue within your subconscious of past behaviors. Now, this could relate to a new romantic relationship. As always, when you've been burned before, you can sometimes look at romance coming in with a much more skeptical viewpoint. And when we approach it with skepticism, it kind of kills the romance, doesn't it? You know, when you're overanalyzing it and you're wondering about this person and you're looking for what's wrong with the picture, you know, as I say, what you focus on will magnify. You don't really want to hold back. Not really. You're confusing your head and your heart this month. you're not totally in tune with what it is that you're feeling, actually. You know, even with the High Priestess coming out, I sense that you're swinging between two very distinctive viewpoints. One says, this is bad news, and the other says, this could be great. With Judgment, making a decision and sticking by it is the surefire way to progress. Judgment is asking you to be certain. It's asking you to follow your calling, follow your path, and to be brave. It could also represent Scorpio energy, Scorpio people, Scorpio season that's just passed in November. But you're leveling up. That's what Judgment represents. Going from a higher frequency, feeling more determined to make something of yourself, determined to get the most out of life. It's kind of like a wake-up call. And you're fighting against these old patterns. You're fighting against these old ways of doing things or looking at things. It's almost like you've shed a skin. And every time something new comes up, you're trying to go back into the old skin, and you're realizing it doesn't fit anymore. It's not comfortable. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown certain relationships. You've outgrown certain friendships. You're ready for something new and something a lot more fulfilling, like what you've actually wanted. Okay, you're realizing that old habits die hard, but you would rather progress. You want this change. You want the Wheel of Fortune. You want to bring some healing into your life. Now with Temperance here, again with Judgment, we have this sense of purpose. Temperance always means that you're managing. So if you're going into the middle of December feeling like you're overwhelmed or you're not quite getting it, Temperance means you're going to manage. You're going to get that. You're going to have a more moderate take on things. You're going to feel more balanced. You're going to be less up and down about your current situation, whatever it may be for you. With Temperance, it always means going with the flow. It's kind of like you get into this groove. With the Empress and Judgment, you suddenly start to go on a roll. And you're not rushing anything either. There's patience here. You're feeling more patient about things, especially if it is romantic. To be honest, for a lot of you, this is a soulmate. This is someone very significant. This is a big changer. A lot of Virgos are going to be meeting people that change their lives in some way. Now, as I said, with Capricorn Sun, it's the perfect time to get out and meet romantic prospects. Oftentimes, when the Sun is in a fellow Earth sign, particularly if it's the next one from you, it is the greatest time to meet romantic connections and prospects. Certainly, you could be dealing with fixed energy, a Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo, and you could also be dealing with a Temperance person, the Sagittarius. It really looks good, Virgo. I really like this for you. I actually, I think the Wheel of Fortune came up for Leo, so you can have a lot of Leo in your chart, and maybe it's best to watch that too. They also seem to be meeting somebody, so I think there seems to be a correlation here. Different spread, obviously. Well, not different spread, different set of cards, obviously, but there's similarities. The Two of Cups and the Page of Cups, that someone's coming forward with a love offer, someone's coming forward with a romantic offer, a date, a declaration of feelings, perhaps. It looks like you're going to be the most attractive person in the room this month, Virgo, which is awesome. Oh, do you know, some of you have met somebody and it's very can't eat, can't sleep. You know that? When you're completely into this person. Oh, the Magician. Oh, I wish I was a Virgo right now. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Oh, you're definitely, yeah, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, could be Leo, could be Aries as well. But listen, Virgo, this is fantastic. You are manifesting. Remember what I said about being on a roll. When you get into this really good headspace and you feel like you're on top of things, you notice how everything just starts going your way. This is the groove that you get into. You're making things happen. The Magician is all about using the resources you have, having all the right tools, turning your thoughts and your vision into reality, and it's a vision you've had for a long time. Judgment means that it's something that you were born to do. For a lot of you, it could be becoming a parent for the first time, or the second time, or the third, or whatever. It's following a calling, following a dream. And the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in, and by jeepers with the Wheel of Fortune, they're going to be coming in. King of Wands as well, if you are dealing with a fire sign, there's a very healing aspect to this. Temperance there suggests that this could be somebody who is very into nurturing you. Okay, so there's definitely a fire sign as a love option. I want to say I'm drawn more to Leo and Sagittarius than I am to Aries, but it's different for different people. It's just that Temperance and the King of Wands seem to be looking at each other. When you look at the red of Temperance's hair and the King of Wands, you just think there's real authentic passion for each other. Real connection, real similarities between the two. Somebody that you're very excited about yet calm. They say real love is calm. It's not being fraught with nerves, I suppose, but some of you for sure can't sleep at night for thinking about this person. And possibly vice versa. Or vice versa. I'm going to clarify this King of Wands because I don't leave the outcome on court cards. I often find that it can be a bit too confusing if you do. Six of Pentacles. Someone's giving you a lot of attention. Giving you a lot of assistance, a lot of attention. This is really, really, really lovely, Virgo. The difference in the way it all works out, though, is if you try and fight it and you go on the defensive. Just enjoy it for what it is. I know that it's hard not to overanalyze things, but this is somebody where it's almost easier to get into the groove with this person or this project. It comes more naturally because somebody else is giving you what you need. Virgos like to be attentive. They like to give what they can to a person, that sometimes they don't always receive it back. This is you receiving it back and then some. Some of you have definitely been ghosted before and are very wary of it. Okay. You're very wary of giving yourself to somebody for fear of the outcome. It's actually, the Five of Pentacles I have found has been on a loop. And, maybe it's, it feels when I look at the challenge position of every reading, it seems to be the fear of rejection coming through for everyone at the moment. So I feel a lot of people have felt the weight of retrograde season, and they felt the heaviness, and they felt the frustration. It's almost as if everyone's very much in the same boat in terms of fear, right? The difference with you, Virgo, is that you sense a change and you roll with it. It's like you sense an opportunity to get off this rickety train ride and go somewhere else. It's like you have this healing momentum. Temperance is all about healing. Feeling more at peace with what's going on, and it may be because of a new influence in your life. This may also be with Temperance a reconciliation with a fire sign, but the way things have been going for you, because I don't feel like the Virgo readings in the last couple of months have been as good as you would like. There's always positives within the reading which we try to pick out, but astrologically speaking, I think that the seasons as they were quite tough on Virgo, and I feel like Virgo kind of got overlooked a bit. But this is your peak performance reading, and I think it's the sun going into Capricorn. I really feel you're going to benefit from that, and I feel like you're going to be going into 2019 with Mercury on your side. Once it's left the shadow period, you're going to notice quite a few things manifesting, that you'd probably forgotten about. Which is lovely. Surprise! Let's draw a goddess guidance card for you. Ooh, peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. I'm going to leave it at that for that one. Because I feel like that's all you can really say. I see with the Wheel of Fortune, I see with Temperance, you're being taken care of, Virgo, universally. So just relax. Do you know, imagine that everything that you want is coming to you, and live as if that's the case, because you will enjoy yourself so much more, and the chances of things finding you quicker will be the case. Exactly. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Did I not just say that? Living as if everything's coming towards you and enjoying it. Fifth house energy, having fun. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. I'm going to leave you with that, Virgo. You're going to have a wonderful end to the year, so please don't doubt it. Enjoy this if this reading was for you. If it's not resonated, you can look at your moon or rising, or check out the other readers. It's up to you. I'm a big believer that what is meant for you will find you. So I hope you have a wonderful festive holiday period, and I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the January readings. Bye.